Good morning, everybody. It is the 23rd of April today, and it's lesson 8 of our sequence on the bad-tempered ladybird. So our learning objective today, it says, can I change a story? This is a big day, everybody. We're going to be writing our new page for the story today. So we're going to be authors and adding a page about our animal to the bad-tempered ladybird story. So I hope your writing fingers are ready, everybody. So it says here, it's time to write our own page for the story. First of all, task 1 today, let's join these sentences using and. So I've got 2 sentences here. They stand alone as sentences, but we can use the conjunction and to join them together, okay, to make them even better. So I've got here these words. The ladybird was rude. I'm going to add that word in there. And, oh gosh, it's quite big, isn't it? And he was feeling cross. So I could write, the ladybird was rude, full stop. He was feeling cross. But I think it would really make my sentence much better, make it longer and add some description if I use the conjunction and here to join these 2 sentences together. It helps as well that these sentences make sense together as well. The ladybird was rude and he was feeling cross. Okay, excellent. Let's go on to the next one, everybody. A hyena was baring his teeth. He was rolling in the sun. Excellent reading. So I'm going to put the word and in here as my conjunction, and actually I think I can even alter that sentence slightly just to make it a bit more concise. So I've got the word and. A hyena was baring his teeth and I'm going to get rid of that he was there. Oh, no, don't need one of those. Bear with me, everybody. There we go. So, a hyena was baring his teeth and rolling in the sun. Excellent. Okay, last one, everyone. Suddenly, that's a great sentence starter, isn't it? Suddenly, the ladybird stopped. He flapped away. So, let's get that conjunction in there and to make my sentence fantastic. Suddenly the ladybird stopped, and I can get rid of that full stop because I'm adding these 2 sentences together. I don't need that anymore. Suddenly the ladybird stopped, and I'm going to get rid of that pronoun. Don't need that anymore. Suddenly the ladybird stopped and flapped away. Excellent. So can you see, children, I start off with 2 sentences. So by adding that conjunction and in the middle, I've made my sentence longer. Okay. Oh, sorry, everybody. Let's just get rid of that capital letter in the middle of that sentence. That doesn't need to be there anymore. Let's make it into a little one. He. There we go. Super. Right. Wonderful, everybody. Well done. Okay. Right. So I have had a go here at writing my own version of the story. So I've written my own page for the bad-tempered ladybird. Now, as you can imagine, I think I mentioned this earlier in the week, I've chosen a badger. That's my animal that I've chosen to write about, everyone. So you'll have chosen your own animal, and yesterday you'll have made a word bank. If I just flick back, this word bank that you were making yesterday about your animal. So we're going to need that animal again and have that word bank open if you can. And we're going to use that to be writing our new page today. So I'll read my one to you, and then later we're going to have a look, find some success criteria within it. So it says here, at 5 o'clock, the small, puny ladybird met a sneaky, snarling badger. The badger scraped its sharp claws and sniffed with its wet, black nose. The ladybird spotted the wild badger and started to feel very worried. Oh, well, I should suppose it would, that sneaky, snarling badger. Okay, so let's get our highlighters out, everybody, and let's have a look. So first, let's find some adjectives. So we're going to be looking for some describing words first, everybody. So stop me when you find one. At 5 o'clock, the small, whoop, there we go, puny, it means he was quite weak. The small puny ladybird met a sneaky, snarling badger. Fantastic. The badger scraped its sharp claws and sniffed with its wet black nose. The ladybird spotted the wild badger and started to feel very worried. Excellent, everybody. Okay, now we're going to be having a look for some of those verbs ending in the suffix ed, those past tense verbs. Let's have a look. And we've got some past tense verbs here, like the word met. That's a past tense verb, but it doesn't end with our ed suffix, so we're not going to be highlighting that one today. At 5 o'clock, the small puny ladybird met a sneaky snarling badger. The badger scraped. Can you hear that sound at the end made by the ed suffix, making it a past tense verb? The badger scraped its sharp claws and sniffed with its wet black nose. The ladybird spotted the wild badger and started to feel very worried. Fantastic, everybody. Well done. Started. So can you just double check that all of these got that ed ending? Fantastic. Suffix ed at the end. Brilliant. Okay, now I'm going to look for some punctuation, everybody, with this sort of blue colour. And by punctuation, I mean our full stops and our commas and our capital letters. Okay, so beginning of the sentence, we've got a capital here. Well done, Miss Parsons. Lovely. At 5 o'clock, the small, and I can see in the middle here, I'm listing adjectives. I've got one adjective and then followed by another. So I've got a comma in here. There he is, a little comma. At 5 o'clock, the small puny ladybird met a sneaky Now, sneaky snarling, that's a list. That's two adjectives. So we need to put a comma to separate them in there. Met a sneaky snarling badger. The badger scraped its sharp claws and sniffed with its wet... So can we see we're seeing a trend here, aren't we, everybody? When I've listed two adjectives next to one another, we're going to need a comma to separate them. Its wet black nose, full stop, capital letter, the ladybird spotted the wild badger and started to feel very worried. Okay, so as you can see, the wild badger, I haven't got two adjectives, I've just got one, so no comma needed, everybody. But if I've got two adjectives in a row there, I'm going to need to separate them with a comma. Okay, and it sits on the line just like that. Wonderful, we're nearly there. So finally, and these are things, children, that I really hope to see in your writing today. It'd be wonderful if I could see all four of these things. Right, last one then, with purple pen, we're looking for the conjunction and. Stop me if you see it. At 5 o'clock, the small puny ladybird met a sneaky snarling badger. The badger scraped its sharp claws and... Excellent, well done, Miss Parsons. Sniffed with its wet black nose. The ladybird spotted the wild badger and started to feel very worried. Excellent, I've got two of those in there. Wow, I wonder if I counted all those up, how many points I'd have. That's really well done me, fantastic. I've got adjectives, I've got verbs ending in the suffix ed, I've got some punctuation, and I've got some conjunctions as well. Okay, everybody, children, you've listened really beautifully. There's lots to take in today, so well done. Our final page today, so if you'd like to pause it here, that would be a really good idea. I've got a writing frame for you. So just here, I've got what you're going to be writing what you're going to be writing today, everybody. You're going to be writing this exact thing, except you're going to be putting your own words on the lines. So it says here, at 5 o'clock, the something ladybird met a something. So you're going to fill in the words on the lines, okay? And remember, you're not going to be writing about a badger like Miss Parsons was. You're going to be writing about your own animal that you were thinking about yesterday with your word bank. So again, now's a really good time. Get that word bank back up again. It's going to really help you with your writing. So next bit. The something and something. So this is a bit tricky. Describe two things your animal did. So you could say, for example, if it's a spider, the small spider, and you could say, spun its web and ate some flies, whatever you think it could be. I'm sure your ideas were better than mine. So these are my ones about my badger. And next, the ladybird, and then synonym for saw. So looked or spotted or found, something like that. The something and started to feel something. So again, just fill in the words, fill in the lines with the words from your word bank, okay? And just read it back afterwards to make sure it makes sense. And finally, eventually the bad-tempered ladybird, and I've said he flew off with his dotted wings, but you might write something else. Okay, your choice. So again, if you want to just press pause, you can use this as your writing frame today, and I want you to write it out again, but just fill in the lines with words from your ideas. Okay, children, I know it's a bit tricky today, but and there's quite a lot of writing to do as well, so what you might like to do is do 1 or 2 sentences, then take a short break for a piece of fruit and a drink, and then come back to it a little bit later on and do the rest. Okay, I am going to be super duper impressed to see children who have written all of these sentences today. That is a really sustained piece of writing, everybody, so jolly well done. I'll see you all tomorrow, and I'm really looking forward to seeing your writing. Thanks everyone, bye bye.